mean, I think we get along really well overall, but can be some issues with people, just like your family. You know, you might have that obnoxious uncle who, you know, says inappropriate things or whatever. And
I don't know what you're talking about. Why is everybody looking at me?
I wasn't meaning to use an example, but I just think or you could have the people, you know, sometimes people don't always make the good choices. Could be senior females that at delegate dances where you know, we need more eyes.
Free bread!
So that uncle or delegate might be good. That uncle or delegate might be good 364 days a year. But all it takes is that one bad day. And ruin the family.
Why do you keep looking at me?
So, and like I said before, that's never happened in Chicago. And the reason really I think it has never happened is because we take care of each other. We watch out for each other. And that doesn't mean you have to go and tattle to Mr. Wallace, but it simply might be if someone in your Model UN family is making maybe what appears to be a bad choice, to say, don't do that. Because here's what happens. If this happens, and then people end up, you know, there's other issues, then that can really ruin the trip for a lot of people. And people put a lot of time and work in and stuff like that. So, you know, it's going to be good. But I got to say, I need a little more of that family thing. I think it's been a really good year. We still got time. We got Chicago. But I think we can do a little of that. Just make sure you're watching out for each other, including people. We're not cliquey. We haven't been cliquey in a long time, and I'm really happy about that. So we used to be cliquey about 6-7 years ago, where it was real cliquey, and I didn't like that because I think like the seniors did their thing, and granted you're going to do some things, but you know, make sure you're including people and things like that because I think that's part of it. And people come back, right? They come back because they sort of must like us still, right?
There's such a threatening message.
Threatening message. I would never do that. Plus, you wanted help out too. So I hope at some point after you leave this place, whether you're senior this year or freshman this year, that you're back here, just like these people are. I think it's really cool, man, that you come back and you feel some connection and stuff like that. So just be good to each other, and it's going to be great. With that, returning people. We have 5 returning people. Stand up, returning people. Okay, so
No, I was sitting on his lap.
Can you introduce yourself quickly? Each of you. Who you are.
Are we supposed to say our words?
Yes,
I prepared some words.
Say your words.
I don't
say your words.
There's a chain to say your words.
I almost feel like this is going to be good.
Okay, I'm going to
sign this. Thank you.
Okay, I know we have a lot of work to do. First of all, I still have the panic meetings that I haven't started my papers. I had one a couple of weeks ago while I was on winter break, but I hadn't started my papers, and I was going to have to tell Mr. Wallace, and I realized that.
Got it, yep.
Okay. The thing I wanted to say that I was thinking about, since Mr. Wallace told us, and I don't want to cry, but if I do, please don't judge me, is that when you go to college, depending on the kind of school you go to, you might never get the chance to do something like this again. And I go to a really big school, and you kind of have to pick one thing and focus on it. And Model UN there isn't like what it is here. So I decided that that wasn't what I was going to focus on. So looking back, I'm really glad that I worked so hard at Model UN and that I worked hard in a lot of things that I did in high school because you just don't get that kind of opportunity in college. So not only is it an opportunity to have a lot of fun, which I recommend, it's also an opportunity to work really hard and do something that's really cool that you'll learn a lot from. So don't blow off the work because that's what makes it unique and it's really fun. That's what I had to say.